In a world obsessed with hustle, where calendars are full, minds are racing, and people wear exhaustion like a badge of honor, burnout has become the norm. But what if there was another way? What if productivity didn't mean running faster, but walking with purpose? What if you could be disciplined without being drained? Today we explore what the ancient Stoics knew about focus, energy, and consistent action, and how that wisdom can transform not just your productivity, but your entire relationship with time, effort, and purpose. Welcome to Stoic Mindset. 1. The modern productivity trap. Let's start with where many of us are now. You wake up to a calendar filled with meetings. Notifications ping before your feet hit the floor. Your to-do list gets longer even as you cross things off. And by 9 p.m., you're not sure what you actually did today, only that you're exhausted. Sound familiar? This is the modern productivity trap. We confuse motion with progress, activity with achievement, and worst of all, we glorify burnout, as if being constantly busy is proof that we're important. But the Stoics saw through that illusion over 2,000 years ago. They knew that busyness is often a form of distraction. Seneca warned us, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." The goal is not to do more. The goal is to do what matters, with clarity, intention, and inner stillness. 2. The Stoic definition of discipline. To the Stoics, discipline wasn't about forcing yourself to grind. It wasn't about military rigidity or self-punishment. Discipline for them meant living in agreement with reason. It meant aligning your actions with your values. Marcus Aurelius put it this way: "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, 'I am rising to do the work of a human being.'" Discipline isn't about checking boxes. It's about remembering who you are. It's about reminding yourself, why am I doing this? What is this task in service of? The disciplined Stoic is not a machine. They are a master of their choices. 3. Energy management, not time management. One of the most radical Stoic insights is that our time is finite, and our energy even more so. So instead of trying to control every minute of the day, focus on where your energy naturally flows. Epictetus taught, "We are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of things." When we drain ourselves mentally by worrying, complaining, or overcommitting, we sabotage our energy. But when we approach each task with intention and focus, we conserve energy. Here's a simple Stoic shift. Instead of asking, "How can I fit more in today?" ask, "What would be worth doing well today?" This mindset turns scattered activity into meaningful action. 4th, voluntary discomfort and productive hardship. Many people avoid discipline because it feels uncomfortable, but Stoics embrace discomfort voluntarily. Seneca would sleep on the floor. He'd wear plain clothes, not because he had to, but to train his mind to be strong in the face of hardship. This applies directly to productivity, waking up early, saying no, prioritizing deep work over shallow tasks. All of these require some discomfort. But when discomfort is chosen for the sake of a higher goal, it becomes powerful. It becomes training. Your workday can be a workout for your character. 5. The myth of multitasking and the power of focus. Stoicism teaches us to be fully present, to give our full attention to the task at hand. No divided mind, no background anxiety, In fact, the Stoics were early proponents of what we now call deep work. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others, unless you are doing it for some mutual benefit. It is a great loss to waste our time in distractions." Multitasking is a lie. It creates the illusion of productivity while fracturing our focus. The Stoic trains their mind to do one thing well. That alone puts you ahead of 90% of people today. 6. Letting go of results. Here's a paradox. The Stoics were incredibly disciplined, yet detached from outcomes. Why? Because they knew that outcomes are outside our full control. You can do everything right and still fail, or do things poorly and stumble into success. The Stoic focuses on what is up to them: effort, attitude, preparation. They leave the results to fate. Do not seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do. Epictetus. This mindset reduces stress, eliminates perfectionism, and helps us keep going without emotional exhaustion. 7. The role of reflection and journaling. Daily reflection was a key practice of the Stoics. They journaled not to record events, but to refine their minds. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations was his private reflection, a place to remind himself of his principles, to correct his errors, and to center his day. You can apply this too. In the morning, ask, what would make today meaningful? What obstacles might I face? How can I handle them well? In the evening, ask, what did I do well? Where did I fall short? What can I improve tomorrow? This quiet practice brings clarity and protects you from aimless, reactive days. 8. Rest as a discipline. Here's something you don't hear often. Rest is productive, not the scrolling through your phone kind of rest, but genuine, restorative pauses. Stoicism isn't about being constantly on. It's about being intentional with your energy. Even Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, reminded himself to rest. So keep yourself simple, good, pure, serious, unpretentious, a friend of justice, God-fearing, kind, full of affection, doing your duty with a will. To do your duty with will, you need energy. To have energy, you need recovery. So make space for sleep, for silence, for being, not just doing. 9 practical Stoic tools for modern productivity. Let's put this all together with some practical applications. Morning, wake with purpose. Ask, what am I here to do today? Identify 1 to 3 meaningful tasks, not 20, just what matters. Accept that things will go wrong. Be ready. During the day, block time for deep work. Turn off distractions. Focus. Use discomfort as training. Don't run from hard tasks. Pause, breathe. Return to the present when pulled away. Evening, reflect. What did I do well? What will I improve tomorrow? Let go of the day. Don't carry it to bed. Sleep with a quiet mind. This rhythm, practiced consistently, builds anti-fragile productivity. You get stronger under pressure, not weaker. 10. Final reflection. Who are you becoming? Ultimately, Stoicism reminds us that productivity is not the goal. The goal is to become a certain kind of person, clear in thought, focused in action, calm in adversity, grateful in success. Self-discipline, then, is not punishment. It is a pathway to self-respect. And in a noisy world that demands more, faster now, the Stoic finds peace in this simple truth. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Work is not your enemy, but it should never be your master. Train your mind, guard your energy, do what matters, and walk the path of disciplined peace. Thank you for watching Stoic Mindset. If this video helped bring clarity to your day, consider subscribing. New deep dive lessons every week. Master your mind. Live with purpose. See you in the next video.